Welcome, tech enthusiasts and AI aficionados, to another episode of Mapping the AI Frontier. I'm Mark, your guide through the digital jungle.
And I'm Tom, the Indiana Jones of innovation, minus the hat and whip. Though I do have a pretty sweet collection of AI-generated dad jokes.
Today we're diving headfirst into the world of Gen AI startups, where change happens faster than you can say neural network. We're talking about strategies for rapid adaptation and pivoting, or as I like to call it, the AI Startup Yoga Class, Flexibility Edition. Let's kick things off with the backbone of our adaptation strategy, the Wardley Map. It's like Google Maps for your business, but instead of avoiding traffic jams, you're dodging obsolescence.
Absolutely, Mark. And just like how you wouldn't drive cross-country with an outdated map from 1995, you can't navigate the AI landscape with static strategies. Imagine trying to find TikTok headquarters using a Thomas guide.
Exactly. So folks, here's the deal. Keep that Wardley map updated like it's your Instagram feed. Regular reviews, cross-functional input, and real-time updates are key. It's like a living, breathing snapshot of your business ecosystem. Next up, we've got scenario planning. It's like playing chess, but instead of just black and white pieces, you've got pieces in every color of the AI rainbow.
Right you are, Tom. It's not about predicting the future. Leave that to the psychics and weather forecasters. It's about being ready for multiple futures. In the Gen AI world, disruption isn't just possible. It's practically guaranteed.
Exactly. It's like packing for a trip to San Francisco. You might need sunglasses, an umbrella, and a parka, all in the same day. Now let's talk about modular and flexible systems. Think of your startup like a Lego creation. You want pieces that can be easily rearranged, not a solid brick of plastic.
Oh, I love this analogy. It's like building a Lego Millennium Falcon, but being ready to turn it into a Death Star at a moment's notice. You know, for when the market suddenly decides it prefers planet-destroying capabilities over smuggling spice.
Exactly, Tom. And your Wardley map is like the instruction manual, helping you identify which pieces need to be the most flexible. Remember, in the world of Gen AI, rigidity is about as useful as a chocolate teapot. All right, let's dive into the exciting world of experimentation. It's like being a mad scientist, but instead of creating monsters, you're creating market opportunities.
Absolutely. And remember, in the Gen AI startup world, those who learn fastest win. It's like being in a race where the finish line keeps moving, and you have to invent new ways to run while you're at it.
I love that image, Mark. It's like the Red Queen's race from Alice in Wonderland, but with more machine learning and fewer flamingo croquet mallets. Next up, we've got leveraging external partnerships and ecosystems. Because let's face it, even Tony Stark needed a little help now and then.
Absolutely. Your Wardley map can help you spot potential partners faster than a dating app algorithm spots your soulmate. Or at least, your soulmate for the next product iteration.
Right you are, Tom. And remember, in the world of Gen AI, it's not just about who you know, it's about who you can quickly get to know when the market throws you a curveball. Last but not least, we've got feedback loops. It's like having your ear to the ground if the ground was made of data and market trends.
Exactly. You want to minimize the time between detecting a need for change and implementing that change. It's like playing whack-a-mole with market opportunities, but instead of a mallet, you're armed with AI-powered reflexes.
And your Wardley map is like the high scoreboard, helping you keep track of where you've been and where you need to go next. It's not just about hitting the moles, it's about predicting where they'll pop up. Now let's take a closer look at our Wardley map for strategies for rapid adaptation and pivoting. It's like an X-ray of our Gen AI startups' adaptive capabilities.
Ooh, I love a good map reading session. It's like being a pirate, but instead of buried treasure, we're hunting for market opportunities and pivot points.
Matey, let's start with the good news. Our map shows that our Gen AI startup has some pretty strong market sensing capabilities. It's like we've got a crystal ball, but instead of mystical fog, it's filled with data and AI algorithms.
That's great, Mark. But I'm noticing a bit of a gap between our market understanding and our ability to act on it quickly. It's like we're the weather forecaster who perfectly predicts the storm, but forgot to bring an umbrella.
Spot on, Tom. The map is telling us we need to beef up our decision-making processes and execution speed. It's time to turn our startup into a lean, mean, adapting machine.
Absolutely. And look here, our modular systems could use some work too. We want our startup to be more like a transformer and less like a statue, ready to reshape itself at a moment's notice.
Great observation, Tom. And let's not forget about fostering a stronger experimentation culture. We want our team to be as comfortable with experiments as a mad scientist in a lab coat.
Exactly. By focusing on these areas, we can close the gap between sensing market changes and adapting to them. It's like giving our startup superhero reflexes in the fast-paced world of Gen AI.
Well said, Tom. This Wardley map isn't just a pretty picture. It's our roadmap to building a sustainable competitive advantage. In the world of Gen AI, the quick and the adaptive don't just survive, they thrive. And there you have it, folks. We've mapped out the strategies for rapid adaptation and pivoting in the Gen AI startup world. Remember, in this game, it's not the biggest or the strongest that wins. It's the most adaptable.
Absolutely, Mark. Darwin would be proud, and probably a bit confused by all the AI jargon. But the principle remains: adapt or become as obsolete as a floppy disk in a world of cloud storage.
Well put, Tom. So, dear listeners, keep those Wardley maps updated, your systems modular, and your minds open to change. And don't forget to join us next time when we'll be discussing AI ethics, teaching robots the difference between good and evil. Until then, stay adaptive, stay innovative, and may your algorithms always converge